Hello, it's Professor Green again here, and I want to get more into the how. We're going to assume at this point you're able to log in and start creating. So here's how you're going to do that. You'll most likely land here on the My Profile page, and My Profile page is simply, you'll see this blank silhouette, and I highly suggest that either you change that to a picture of yourself or an avatar, whatever you're comfortable with. And you just simply click change and you can click new. And just like you add an attachment to an email, you can pick from something you have saved on your hard drive and add it that way. So I'm going to add that. And then obviously your first name and last name. And then you can type in your title, like a School of Hospitality student, etc. And then save and next. And you can create a contact information, email. And you have the option of adding what you like to do for fun. And also in this, you can easily change your password by clicking on settings and then go to password, and you can write your current password that I gave you, type in a new password of your choice, retype that password and save, and there you go. Now it's time to start building our portfolio. So you can see the Winter 2017 Capstone ePortfolio. You click on that and it takes you, this should look familiar, and it gives you a brief overview of the capstone, what it is. And I also suggest exploring this link, the kendallcapstone.com site, for more detailed information. So let's say, okay, you're going through this, and don't think that you have to complete this in order, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say you have a trade show photo and you want to include that first. That's fine. All right, but let's just say, for instance, that you are ready. You have an awesome team photo that you want to add. So you're going to click on there. You can see the teacher's example, and that should also look familiar. But let's say you're ready to add your team, a professional picture of your team dressed for success. So you click Upload Work, and I highly suggest starting with My Computer, and we'll worry about these later. These are some more advanced features, but My Computer, all of these things are saved on your hard drive, so you can easily add them by simply clicking on there. And I'm just going to click a random thing here. We'll put that in there. And it's importing. I just double clicked it just like an attachment, and it's importing. And then the important thing to make sure that it is actually added to your portfolio, you have to click Submit Now. Always submit now with everything. And then this will pop up. Now, since this is a team photo, this is pretty self-explanatory, but everything you submit will require you to rate it on a star scale, just like a movie. If you were to see this a month from now, what do you think you'd think about it? Well, you guys are 5 stars. I'm sure your team photos are going to be awesome. So for this, I would just put the team names, everybody on your team and all their names, and click Submit. For the other sections, I would add maybe a 1 or 2 paragraph reflection of what you would think of when you saw that a month from now. Okay, and then once you see that thumbs up, you know it's in there. And just as I showed you the example portfolio before, that's always available to you so you can see it. And you can go back to your program. All right, and then let's say I'm ready to add a showcase photo. Okay, I want to see the teacher's example. And then, all right, now I'm ready. I have a showcase photo. This is us, your team at work, let's say. Okay, and let's say I want to add this photo, which is also familiar probably. So I'm going to add it, and while it's coming up there, I'm going to click Submit Now, and I'm going to give 5 stars, and then 2 or 3 paragraphs about it. Like you could say what an awesome team meeting it was, what a great experience it was. Click Submit. Nice work. Okay. Now let's say you're going through the quarter and you have this showcase photo, and you say, wow, this particular photo would be better than that one that you added here. So you just click Create a New Version and Replace, and you go back to here. And let's say I want to replace it with this. Again, it's just for example purposes. So it's coming up, and I upload my work, and there it is. And the great thing is all those versions are saved. So let's say, nah, you know what? The first version was better. Okay, so you can click back and forth simply by just clicking on it. So there are a lot of different features in here that you can use to your advantage. So what I've done is skip ahead here, and I've inserted kind of samples. Obviously, yours is going to look a lot different, but in samples for each section to give you an idea of what this can look like at the end, and then show you some final features, and I'll let you go. But you can see that it started to. I just added these. These are just examples, as I mentioned, but you can see that it starts to come together really nice, and it automatically goes to each section. So you put your team photo, then you can drill down each section and go more in depth. And as you can see, just like Facebook, you can like it, you can share it, you can write a comment to somebody and post it, like great work, or hopefully something more meaningful than that. You can like it, and for you, whenever you're in here creating your portfolio, you can edit it. So by simply clicking a button, you can change how it's laid out. You can change the layout. You can change the theme, depending on your audience. You might want to consider that. Go dark theme. I like dark. All right, so right there, that's pretty interesting stuff where you can change it very quickly. And then ultimately, you're going to want to share it, hopefully with an employer. So you can simply type in the employer's email address that you want to send it to, and add a personal note if you like, and you can get a copy sent to you. And we're going to share it. But I also want to say, go back to share, that your portfolio is automatically set to private. Only your instructors and people evaluating your work can see it, unless you choose not to. So you can click change settings. If you want to make it public, you can make it public, which I suggest, because you're using this to help your career. But obviously, we want to make sure that it's set for public viewing when we do that. So those are just some of the features of the many things that you can do with this. I encourage you to explore, and I encourage you to be in contact with me for any questions. All right, guys, thanks.